Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And of course, here he is. Alexander Usyk, 6'3" and 198-centimeter reach. And they'll be facing Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. Up against them, Fists of Fire from England.
Nice.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and now from Crimea in Ukraine, here is an undisputed cruiserweight world champion and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner from England, Fists of Fire.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You couldn't even squeeze through to your seat. This is that pack. The atmosphere is ridiculous.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. That's another scoring shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Punch lands. Big whiff with the right hook. Punch, counter punch. Nice punch. Halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to hold it right there. Usyk, and the big cat goes down. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
I've got to see that again.
they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter punch. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back into the fight.
On to the second round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Good defense to block the hook. When you're fighting a massive heavyweight like this, you can't go toe-to-toe. You got to stick and move and use angles.
There's an old saying, a good big one will always beat a good little one.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Nice counter shot. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. That hook just can't find the target. Nice job getting that punch through. Very close round with 10 seconds. Hold that thought! This may do it! It's all coming to an end! You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're getting
mind on the job.
Great work. There's the bell to start round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at her. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Misses with the jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. Good counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter. Missing with the hook. Good one. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to...
That's it. Now breathe.
Back at it in round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That right hook catching air. Those counter punches have to hurt. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there buckled him.
I need to see that again.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Nice defense on that jab. His stamina is off the charts. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the... There's always a way back, don't ever run.
Big, deep breath.
On to the fifth we go. And there's the bell to start the round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good defense stopping that jab. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. He threw a punch and just got countered. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Caught him. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And that hook misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Counter punch caught him clean. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. About these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse.
Great round. Here we go in the sixth round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And this fight is over. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out.
happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.